Outside the council chamber at the West Hawaii Civic Center, we spoke to a number of folks who played a role in shepherding Bill 113 through the onerous lawmaking process. Perhaps none played a bigger behind-the-scenes role than Carrie Marks.
I'm very happy. We wanted a decision today, and so we're thrilled that they made a decision today.
Who documented everything as a member of the Occupy Hilo movement.
Yes, every minute of this GMO issue, we've been here streaming and recording.
And served as a coordinator for activism.
Very happy with the results. It was a little shocking that Jay voted no, but then again not, but still very happy. We're confident that it will go to the mayor with a positive recommendation, and hopefully he will sign it. And if he does not, then we're well situated for a veto overturn. So we're pretty happy.
There were also activists who have reached a celebrity-like status in their constant effort to bring awareness to the issue.
Elated that we just got our first GMO ban.
Including Naomi Carmona of the group Babes Against Biotech.
We're a statewide political nonprofit, so anything regarding GMOs or pesticides, we're all over. We want to see it across the state. We want to see it across the country. We want to see it across the world. It's a huge deal. I'm a little bit in shock. It's a little bit surreal. I've been working on this for months. We've been working on both of these bills for months, and we just got our first ban of GMOs, like not just GMO coffee or GMO kalo, but GMOs like from here on out. And so it needs to be refined, and we need to take care of some of the things that got watered down. But in the meantime, it's a huge start, and I'm just kind of elated and a little bit in shock.
Jennifer Rose Mydock is another Babe Against Biotech, one who has been front and center during many council hearings, often under a mask.
Yeah, that's me. No spray, baby.
With her 3-year-old son Dorian by her side.
This is my son Dorian. Yeah, he's 3. He's an organic fruit picker and gardener and all-around rager. Oh, we're so stoked. We've been picking certified organic fruit for about a month now, and it feels so good to be in the orchard, just picking fruit that doesn't have any poison on it. It's just naturally occurring here on our beautiful Aina. I couldn't ask for anything more.
Support also came from Kauai, where just a few days ago, a bill requiring disclosure on pesticide use and buffer zones was passed, despite the opposition of the biotech industry, and the bill was vetoed by Kauai's mayor, but the council managed to override.
Keep on the council, keep on the mayor, and keep the pressure, because we're dealing with the biggest chemical corporations in the world, and they're multi-billion-dollar industry, and they've been known to overturn smaller things.
Members of Ohana o Kauai, like Dustin Barca and Fern Anuinui, who played such a big role in the anti-GMO movement on their island, flew in just for Tuesday's vote in Kona.
Yeah, we came especially for this meeting to give our backing to the Big Island and come and say a few words from all the people on Kauai and bring the mana from Kauai to Big Island and really come pay back a favor for everybody's support from the Big Island for us, and just showing that we're united as one here in Hawaii.
Dustin and Fern said in some ways it's already too late for their island of Kauai, where they say the biotech industry is too deeply entrenched.
The state of Maui and Molokai and Kauai and Oahu, which have more than 5,000 open-air GMO experiments. So it's contaminating of all the genes of all of our agriculture. It's major pesticides and chemicals that come with these giant GMO companies. So
the hearings for Kauai's bill were emotional. Testifiers told personal stories of children inflicted with deformities at birth, which they blame on the industry that has overrun their island with its fields of experimental GMOs.
My son has a condition called gastrocesis. Basically, the stomach's on the outside when it's born. So I had to fly her up to Arizona. I've been without it for 2 months working, trying to figure out, what causes this, all this different kind of research. I've been doing it just on my own, and I came across 4 other friends of mine that had the same condition. And it just breaks my heart that I have to go through this. I don't come here to point fingers, don't come here to fight. I don't want, to segregate anybody, but something's wrong with this, and there's so much coincidences. I mean, so he couldn't perform the surgery, And so she's up there, and she's trying to read this, sorry. It's been more commonly found in the islands of Hawaii than there have been several studies and scientists who directed gastroschisis with a chemical called astrazenes.
Traditional midwife Claire Laprinzi said she's witnessed these sad cases firsthand, and it was a motivator for her own activism on the issue.
Now, we on this island have a responsibility, not just for this island and all the islands, but for the whole world. You know, I've been a traditional midwife for a long time, and the babies, you know, you can see that movie out of Australia too that came out, you know, Let 'Em Spray. And when you see it, and what I've seen, and a lot of people say, oh, you're so passionate about this issue. You're so passionate. I mean, some of it comes from my Mediterranean Sicilian bloodline, and some of it comes from, like I say, holding those women, watching these families, that it never changes. You know, you see the beginning of that movie with that older man, and it ends with his great-grandchild dying. And the DNA, and this is what I've just seen with the children that were exposed to these things, that they keep dying from cancers, or they die later on from cancers, and they're really healthy people, or their children are deformed. And so when I heard that testimony again from Kauai this morning, I've seen that before. And I felt for him, you know, because I feel for people. That's why on that other side, sometimes when you watch me testify, it's almost like I'm like this, and then the other side, I almost like, is she gonna cry? It's like, it's really a hard issue to hold these children and to hold these moms, and then they don't know if their next baby is going to end up like that, and they probably are going to end up like that.
Marks reminds us that their struggle is not over.
It's a long road. Never give up. I think one of the reasons we succeeded here was because we don't have a big industry here. We're not fighting Monsanto or BASF or Pioneer yet. That was part of the reason that we were able to pass this quickly, and by quickly I mean it took 6 months. It took 6 months. The first bill hearing was on May 14th. It is now November 19th. So, and it really didn't hit a lot of snags. That's just how long it takes. So I would encourage people to hold the course, to remember that it's never over. I mean, we won today, but we still got to watch them like hawks. Some people are unhappy with some of the amendments that happened in the final bill that came through. Well, in a couple months or a couple years, we should, you know, consider some amendments, and then we're going to need the same turnout again. So people can never give up. You constantly have to stay in tune and read a paper or watch, you know, watch my YouTube channel and you know, or do what you can do, you know, to stay informed and to stay active. It's really important.